How to add a buy button on Shopify for beginners. Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll break down step by step how you can add a buy button on Shopify. And you might be wondering, hey, what exactly do you mean by a buy button? We already have those. Well, by a buy button, I actually am referring to a button that will allow you to sell your Shopify product on other sales channels and directly lead to your Shopify checkout on other platforms. You can insert this buy button into your website, blog, articles, or anything else that you are creating to make it easier for you to get more sales on Shopify. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing you're gonna do is head on over to your Shopify store. Once you're in your Shopify store, you're gonna click on settings on the bottom left. Once you click on settings, you're going to click on apps and sales channels on the left panel, and then click on the Shopify App Store on the top right. Once you click on the Shopify App Store, you're going to search for buy button over here. Now, the first search result should be free and the developer should be Shopify. So this is an app that has been created by Shopify, and you're going to click on install over here. And what you're going to do once you have installed this application, so this is going to lead you back to your Shopify installation, click on add sales channels, and a new sales channel will be added. So you guys will see on the left toolbar that you have with your online store, a new sales channel of your buy button will be added. Now, I like to pin this to my navigation to make it easier for me to access. Now, once you have added this application, click on create a buy button. Now, you can choose which type of buy button you want to create, if this is for an entire collection or if this is for a particular product. Let's say I want to create this for a particular product and I want to promote my donut case. So I can click on select over here. And once I do that, I can choose, the default case that is shown. Let's say we want this for the 14 Pro. And then on the left section, you have the variant. So the product variant, the layout style. If I want this to be like the basic layout, this is the classic layout, the one with the image. And then you have your full view layout, which has, the entire section displayed like this. Now on the left panel, you have two options. Action when people click. So direct, if the buy now button should directly lead them to checkout, or if it leads them to add the product into their cart. Now I want to lead directly to the checkout, and I want them to default select, the 14 Pro or maybe all variants. And then you have your button style. Now keep in mind, if you're doing a product like we are with variants, your checkout is going to look different. However, I'll show you guys after this how it's going to look like for a product without variants. So after that, you're going to click on your button style, and you can choose if you want to round out the corners of your button, how large your button should be, and then the background color of your button as well. So you can choose the color of your button like this, and then after that, you can choose the text style as well as the size of your text. So let's do open sans over here, or let's say we want to do crimson text. So you can choose whichever type of font you want. Now once you do that, you can click on next on the top right, and once you do that, you can see you will have your buy button as live. So all you have to do is copy this code and paste it into the HTML editor of your website where you want to display it. So you can just click on copy code over here and open up any of your websites, your blog, or wherever you want to write it, and then just embed the code over here. Then you're going to click on next over here, and it's going to show you what it's going to look like once it's embedded. So this is our embedded code, and then I'm going to click on insert. And just like that, our buy now button has now been added into my Google Sites. Now, if I click on publish over here on Google Sites, I'm just going to click on publish. And if I click on view on my Google Sites website, so this is a Google Sites website, and if I see the donut case and I click on buy now, it's automatically opening up my Shopify checkout. So this is my Shopify checkout that has automatically been opened up. Now, for a product with a variant, this is going to automatically select the default variant that is selected. However, if you are promoting a product that does not have variants, it's going to make it easier. So if I exit over here and go into my buy now button, I'll click on create a new button and I'll choose a simple product. So let's say we're going to go for this tote bag. Now, if I create a button for this, I'm going to click on next over here and I copy the code. And if I insert this into my Google Sites store, so I'll click on embed and then click on embed code and then just click on next over here and click on insert. So once I insert this code over here, you guys will see it just directly shows the buy now button, and this will only have, you know, the one item instead of having multiple different choices for people to select from. So if I refresh my Google Sites over here to the newer version, if I click on view on the newer version and scroll down, you guys can see this is our tote bag, and I can click on buy now, and this just opens up the checkout page for my tote bag on my Shopify store. So in this way, you can create amazing buy now buttons for your products. However, this is not limited to only products. You can even create buy now buttons for collections. To do that, just go into your buy now button, click on create a buy button, click on collection buy button, and then let's say I want to display my entire tops collection, and I'm going to click on select over here. So I don't have any products in that collection. Let's say if I have any bottoms, I don't, so I'll just go with my homepage collection over here. And this is like my entire homepage collection. Some products have variants, some don't. And you guys can see on the left panel, you have three options now. If people can add the product to their cart, if it should direct them to checkout, or open product details. Now, I want to give people just the direct option to add to cart, and then I can choose my button style, which I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and then you have your layout. So you have the layout of how you want your image sizes to look. Let's say I want them to be medium. Then after that, you have your alignment, so if they should be towards the right, towards the center, and then your button text. And then after that, you have your colors, where you have the colors for your product title, as well as price and variant, and your basic typography. Now, below that, you have your shopping cart, so how your shopping cart should appear. And then below that, you have some advanced settings, so if it should redirect in the same tab. So if someone is browsing your Google Sites store or your Wix store or any other website or blog that you've created, should it redirect them in that tab or open up a new window? I like to keep it as a new window. And however, sometimes people have pop-ups blocked, so in that situation you can use redirect in the same tab, and then click on next over here. And if I copy my code and insert this, I can display my entire collection on Google Sites. So let's go into Google Sites and I'll show you guys how to insert this. Now you can do this with Wix as well. It's really not limited to WordPress or any other store. You guys can see if you take a look at your buy now button, it even gives you the option to insert on WordPress, Squarespace, or Wix. So if I have my Wix site over here and I open up my site, so we're just going to open up our site editor, and I can go into the HTML code insert. So let's say we have our home page. We're just going to wait for this to be completely loaded. So to insert into a Wix store, all you do is you can click on add elements on the left panel, and you can search for embed code on the left and then click on embed HTML. From here, you're going to paste your code and click on update. And then just like that, once you've completed your code, it will show you the pasted code. So now I can spread out my window over here. I'll just create like an empty section on the bottom for it to be easier for you guys to see. So this is like our section, and obviously you can create a larger section. So I'm just gonna build like a blank section on the bottom. And then I'm just going to move my HTML code items over here. And just like that, we have our code added to Wix as well. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.